I think I'm gonna title this video "What the Hell." So I'm just got back, open up the door. The only thing I've done is move that table over because I was gonna do like a little well, hold on. Am I all the way out? Yeah. So I was gonna do like a little L shape and then use this area as like a little checkout place. So because right now, whenever I have my garage sales, I'm kind of I sit right here and I'm kind of checking out, and this is my little checkout area, and I keep the money and the bags and little things in here. But I want to do it over here, so I'm going to kind of clean this area up. This is where I had it before. So, but I'm scooting all the tables here. So this is kind of what's happening, and in my brain it's the way that makes it the easiest for me to do. So I've cleaned up in here, and I'm going to have totes along the bottom. And just so you know, all these empty totes here, these empty totes here, all these here, and the ones that are all up underneath here, where are they at? Yeah, there's some there. These were all full. So I have went through and just kind of was sorting stuff out. I put a lot more DVDs, CDs, got clothes hanging up, put more stuff on the shelves. I'm bringing in more shelves back here. So I have been doing a lot of work trying to get this stuff done, but you know, I have to go through the totes, kind of figure out what's going where. But now I'm in a spot where I don't have any more room, so I got to organize a spot to kind of go through everything. So like I got 3 or 4 totes of just jewelry, you know. In fact, here's one here, and I got to go through all the jewelry, hang it all up. So this is all stuff that I have to do. Now, what I'm going to do is these 2 rows here is all going to be the regular totes. And then see how this is like 1, 2, 3, 4. This is all going to be small little containers that, like, you know, if I come across bits and sockets and like sunglasses or, you know, rings or hell, I don't know, cameras, you know, just oddball stuff to where I can say, okay, let me get at least 1 tote full. Then I'm going to make and do like a camera spread or a, you know, sell it all as one bundle. Maybe I'm going to individually price them, but I can list them easier on Marketplace as a bundle package for a camera collector. So, in fact, I showed my sister this when she came over. But who else has to organize, like, these are gallon baggies. These are miscellaneous for like jewelry and smaller items. These are long, like weird baggies. These are sandwich baggies. And I think in here, yeah, these are for putting records in, you know. The amount of stuff that I have is absolutely insane. So, but anyways, the big pink shelf that's on the trailer and them little rolling carts that are on the shelf, they're going here, and they're going to be used as basically totes or stuff like that. This is going to be kind of like my processing area, and it's air conditioned. And then I'm going to have the table set up in the middle like I did before. So as I'm going through stuff, I can put it in the tote. So I can empty a tote, spread it on the table, and then put it where it goes. Once I have enough, I'll move it out. Or once I have room, I'll move it out there and sell it. So like, you know, this right here, this is a tote of just all the tap and die things that I find, you know. I'm just trying to find some. In fact, one of them here, this one here, is going to be, I like to collect little vans because I used to have a bunch of real vans and realized I don't need real vans. So I just started buying up little, you know, whenever I see them for 50 cents or $1, I'll pick up a couple of vans here, you know, and I'd say I'm going to make me a little wall of vans because I like vans, you know, that's the hippie part of me. So, but I'm going to be going through all this stuff today, and she's going to come over. And like this shelf, this shelf, this shelf, all it's doing is we're taking everything off. We're going to move it in there, put it on tables. And I'm just going to have her do all the running back and forth. And then once all that's done, you know, I'm going to clear this table off, get all this stuff out of here to where it's just wall shelves and nothing else. And yeah, then I'm going to bring in probably 1 or 2 tables, and then I'll go outside, grab a tote, bring it in here, sort through it, and you know, get it all ready for sale. So, but yeah, it's if y'all haven't figured out by now, I'm buried. My stuff owns me. and I'm kind of tired of that. So the next year, or the rest of the year, I'm going to be having garage sales here every Friday, 3148 Leon Road. I'm going to be here from 9 to 2. If you're bored, want to stop by, And this Friday, which will be 4th of July, I'm actually going to kind of have a little fun, and I got a little 4th of July outfit I'm going to be wearing. So, yeah, if you're really bored and want to stop by, it's going to be interesting. And I'll probably have a video on Thursday of the garage sale. So I still got a lot of work to do between now and then. What I got, 3 days? Well, 2.5. So, but anyways, it's just a lot to go through. Plus, I got to make another shelf right here. So I got the bracket, I got the screws, and somewhere around here I got the washers. I think I left them at the house, but I got to put some washers up and screw them to the wall because I'm missing the bracket. So I hooked these on it, and so, but yeah, this will come all the way out to here. So, anyways, she's going to be here at 11:30. I think it's about a little bit after 11 right now. So I'm going to try to unload the trailer, and I'm going to move some of this big stuff out of the way. So when she gets here, it'd be a little bit easier. And then we're just going to spend the rest of the day going through, getting stuff sorted and figured out. And yeah. But remember, every Friday, if you're in Jacksonville, you want to stop by. In fact, sometimes I'm going to do Saturdays, and even if you're just bored and, if you're like, hey, I want to come see what you have, you can always make an appointment in the afternoons. Sometimes I'm available, sometimes I'm not. It just depends on how my health is and what all's going on. So, but there's just so much stuff that needs to be sold here. In fact, I went and made a little thing here with the Avon. I got the knives. I'm going to do some more stuff over here. I got to get me a little spot I'm starting to get a bunch of books, and they're all like sets of books. So I'm going to be putting together little sets, put them on Marketplace. I'm going to take these big items that are kind of eating up shelf space, and I'm going to put some Tapcons on the wall and try to hang them up here and there. I found my hook thing wherever it went. It's here somewhere. Oh yeah, here it is. So whenever I bought out one of the stores at the St. Augustine Mall, I got that little hook thing. So I'm gonna put some old wire hangers and put some hooks in the ceiling. So for like the baskets that just eat up so much room, the baskets, I can hang a lot of them from the ceiling. And I kind of want to decorate it and have a bunch of stuff hanging from the ceiling. I just think it'd have a cool look if I did that. So we'll see what happens, but that way I can have it and I don't have to get a ladder every time to do it. And I got to start doing inventory on this stuff. So a lot of this stuff's going to end up having to be put on the books, and that's next week. I'm gonna walk through and just remember what I paid for it and put down what I'm asking for it. Then when it sells, I got to start keeping that book with me like my mom did, and I got to mark them off and do serial numbers and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's a whole new situation, which I am looking at doing. It's called a PO system, a point of sale. And what I want to do is kind of, have it to where I can put a barcode on it, where I just go bleep, 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 and then it, but I don't know if I need Wi-Fi. I don't know exactly what all I need to do that. So for right now, it's just going to be paper. And I'm debating whether I want to move this. I kind of just want to leave this here. So we'll see. But anyways, again, cannot appreciate the 20, 30, 40 people. I think the last video got like 80. I really appreciate you kind of seeing what I'm going through. There's a lot of people that stand on the corner and beg for money, or they'll do the little apps and stuff and say, can you give me some money? I'm asking you to come buy stuff at a good deal. I don't want you to give me anything. I want you to come over. I want you to buy stuff. In fact, I'd be ecstatic if you bought stuff and turned around and sold it for more money. I'm all about that life. And I'm the guy who sells to dealers so they can go and mark it up and sell it for more. I like to quick flip. So, but anyways, again, on on the next video or on the garage sale videos, whenever I actually do the walkthroughs. I'd love it if you like them and share them with people and let people know what I'm doing here, because I need people to show up to buy stuff. That's what gets me out of this situation. So, but again, thank you very much from my broken heart. Peace, love, money. I'm out.